Hey guys, just want to let you know about the new website, Aspect of the Hunter. If you want to find the latest pet, transmog, or anything else WoW related, head on over to Aspect of the Hunter. It's the home for all us hunters. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Ravenclaw here, and welcome to the new series, Breaking 2K. And in this series, we're going over everything about the hunters, from, you know, a simple duel outside of your major city, all the way through to high-rated arena play, different comps, different classes, learning about everything. This whole series is inspired by a couple of new hunters that basically approached me and said they're giving up Hunter because they feel that, you know, they're not doing enough in arena to be able to push past 2K. And I said, no. Everyone has the potential if you're willing to work for it. So I thought what we're going to do is this is going to be a simple episode. We're going to talk about setting up a simple UI to help you focus more on the specifics. Knowing that way it'll be able to help you know when and when not to, use cooldowns and all that other good stuff. Now, I've been sitting here watching this Murloc Centaur fight for quite some time, and I think it's time to move on. See you guys. Okay. Now, Breaking 2K, it's going to be a very laid-back kind of series where we're going to be able to I want it to provoke discussion, and it's going to be quite a mature series as well. So just let you guys know that. All right. So let's talk about a nice setup of UI. Now, one thing you should be aware of is you shouldn't rely on add-ons to basically do everything for you, because that's not what they're there for. They're not going to be able to get you past 2K just basically being able to play the game for you. The way I see it is I only need add-ons just to show me just simple things. Okay, now let's talk about what I do. All right, first thing on my list is Bartender. And that is this little setup here. It allows you to get rid of the default Blizzard action bars and make your own. You can customize it to do anything you want. You can move your experience bars, everything. Everything that comes standard with Blizzard, or you're able to sort of remove and make your own. I do it because I like to have this nice small setup down here. It gives me more of a screen to use, like I can move the chat box out of the way. This SCADA I don't even need when I'm in arenas. And yeah, the more screen I have to play with, the better I can see, but it allows me to focus on key things. Second thing is, and you might have noticed, is... I will talk about these real quick. Gladiator Losser is you might hear it saying, you know, Trinket or Ice Block. So the lady talking about different spells that come about. Now, you've got to be careful because this one can be activated in Battlegrounds. I would suggest turning that off unless you want to hear Ice Block, eating, drinking, Trinket 100 times. So yeah, make sure you fuck that off. Now, secondly, Gladius. Gladius is, so if we just go Gladius test, it's just this one here that sets up a nice, arena bars here. Shows you DRs. It shows you the important information to look for, and this is one of the key things that you need to be focusing on if you want to break 2K, is you need to focus on DR sets when you're setting up for a kill. Now, we're not going to go into anything like that. That'll be for next episodes. This is just going over a simple UI layout. On here, you can set up things like dispels or other bits and pieces that you might need to track, but I don't use anything else but dispels here. Trinkets. This is important to track as well. If you've been trying to force a trinket out of a healer, so that way you can go in for a setup for a kill after a nice CC chain. That's something to track, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Now let's just get rid of that and move on to the next one. Healers have to die. That's just for a battleground. So when you go into a battleground, basically any healer will have a healer symbol above their head, just so they're able to... It's a lot easier for you to jump in and target healers without having to go through the list and going, healer. You know what I mean? I did use battleground targets, but I've disabled that for now. Alright, so this one here I get asked all about a lot. This one here. This is Mistra's Diablo's Orbs. This thing looks so cool. I disabled the player sort of resource tracker because one, it was annoying me and I didn't need it, but I've put it down here and I think it looks cool. It tracks your pets, so you can actually have your pets thing down here, but it tracks your health and you can actually change when in combat and when out. So when I'm in combat, it'll turn red, I believe. Let me have a look. So it's up to you. You can set it. You can actually import different textures too, I believe. Yeah, so when you're in combat, it'll turn red. Just a little indicator there. So if we go back into it, you can actually set up to do pretty cool things. Like if you want to change the texture in the background, you can go ahead, dragon skin, whatever, and then confirm, change the color. Yeah, but you get the idea. And you can show different types of formats. Now, the next one we are going to look at, add-ons. Where were we? Yeah, nameplate cooldowns. Now that is, if you see, I should have stayed over there. Damn it. So basically that, right? When you're up against a target and they use any important cooldowns, like, you know, a paladin's avenging wrath, bubble, whatever, it'll actually be above their head and saying how long until it comes about. This is awesome when you're against, say, demon hunters. Those fuckers are nuts. Sorry, but they are. And you want to track when meta's about to come back out. So you can say, all right, ready to like save a trap and that, just so when those bastards jump into meta, you can just lock them down and you get the idea. That's actually pretty handy. Be careful because it can track a ton of stuff. So be sure to go in and change those things up. Otherwise, you're going to have this one target with like about 50 different things across your screen. You don't want that. That all comes down to keeping it nice and clean. All right, so Omnibar, this is awesome. This is, okay, you might be saying, yeah, we're hunters. Why do we need to track kicks? Well, it's not just for you. It's for your healer's sake. So part of getting a good synergy is learning to work together like this. So for example, say your healer might have missed when the mages, so if you look here, mages counterspell is going to be down in 10 seconds. You can just give them an alert, say be careful, you know, counterspell's coming back up. So just especially if you're going to go in for a CC, if you're going to cast a clone, you don't want to get kicked on it, you get the idea. So helping each other out is massive in arenas. Alright, so if we go back now, okay, Omni CC, this is basically, so if I do this, just puts a little counter there. I think Blizzard has a default one there anyway, so I don't know. I just like it like that. Quartz. Okay, Quartz is this. So you can actually set yourself some nice... Oh, by the way, I finally got that pet. Pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, so you can set nice cast bars. I like to keep it nice and clean. Keep mine there. I don't really need it on this turn. It's more healers that I use it for. But it's important for focus targets. Now, one thing you'll come across with if you do set it up like this, if you try and set yourself as a focus, this will bug out. It's just something to do with the actual code of this one add-on. It apparently does something with focus targets because these things here are actual trackers of the player. So even if you do go to set it, it'll do that. But if you go and set, say, someone else, you know, like set focus. Oh, whoops. This thing's been bugging out for me today as well. But what I normally do when I go to set focus. Now, if you guys know a specific way to counteract this, do let other people know down below. I don't really go and set focuses as... So if maybe we'll go reload UI. I don't normally set focus like this. I set focus via macros, which... So if you go to this... So you see how it's set... If you go reload UI, it usually fixes it. But if you guys know a way to bypass that, do let us know in the comments. But you see down here, now, once I set a focus, if I go to, I think it is Quartz, way out to, I can't spell today. Okay, Quartz, right? So if we go toggle bar lock, I've got it here is my focus. So healers especially, that way I know when they're casting a, you know, if they're going to cast a clone on me, that way I know I can, you know, sort of feign death it or something like that. Or if I'm right next to the target and they're casting something, I can kick it. You get the idea. And then your pet and all that stuff. You can have basically cast bars for anything, anything around you really. So just get that, fiddle with it. But if you do come into that one error that I'm coming across, usually going /reload UI fixes it. If not, then I will hopefully be able to find a bypass for that. Other than that, there isn't anything else that I really use as far as add-ons go. Basically, the key to this is what you want to use these add-ons to do mainly is to track important things. Like, for example, if you're setting up a kill, all right, and okay, it's one thing to lock out the healer and you've got all your burst and all your cooldowns are ready to go to blast the target to the floor. It's okay, yeah, you've trapped the healer out, like you've locked the healer down, but if the target has still got like a crap ton of defensive cooldowns, what's the point? You know what I mean? For example, perfect example here is a paladin's bubble or say a monk. A monk uses karma on you, there was no point. So knowing when, and so like I said, once the cooldowns have all been used, you can physically see that, or then you can go for the lockout, then you can go for the kill. Those are the basics that I can sort of tell you guys to sort of give you more of a focus when you go into these games to help you push past sort of where you are now. And I get asked all the time about this UI that I've set up. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of kick the series off with something basic, nothing too special, and sort of get your ideas of where you're having troubles, so that way I can face these episodes around your specific needs, because at the end of the day, it is all for you guys. So if you have any questions about any specifics that you're having troubles with, please let me know down below. I will address every question that comes on this series. Other than that, if you're having fun in arenas and stuff like that, or you're looking forward to this series, make sure you hit that like button, because every single like gives me one extra push to make more content. And other than that, guys, just hang in there. Don't give up on the class because other people tell you it's crap or anything like that. Stay true to the class that you enjoy and have fun, okay? Fuck the haters, have fun, and I will see you guys on the other side of 2K. And until next time, you keep on sniping, you awesome people, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.